say thank you, Steve Madison, for your time meeting us today. We're in your trailer.
We're in our 2003 Terry Fleetwood.
Oh, yeah. And this is not a bad place to sleep. And it feels like I'm in someone's home.
Well, it's got the 3 slide outs, which make it like bigger, and it's for 2 people really, 2 people that want to just travel around and that's it.
You could drive it to Nevada and then drive it to Tennessee, and it would feel the same.
And that won't be happening, Paul.
No, our plan was to bring it here, and leave it,
park it.
But I still haven't finished my parking spot on my property.
Oh, okay.
On Dave and I's property, but we do have electricity over there.
Yes. Okay.
So, yeah, you're probably wondering what we've been up to for the last year.
We'd like to hear highlights and anything new and what's coming up this next year, and then we hear about your grandkids, Whitney and the grandkids.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much what we've been doing for the last year is playing with grandkids. We've taken a couple of trips, no major trips, like the 3 sisters.
Oh, yeah.
They seem to be world traveling, and then Dan, of course, came and saw you once, and then he went to the Bahamas. So our trips are smaller.
Oh.
Yeah, usually Laughlin or Vegas.
Right. Where is Laughlin? Is that Missouri? No,
Laughlin, Nevada.
Nevada.
Right across the river from Bullhead City, Arizona.
Steve wants to retire there.
Oh,
I want.
What's in Laughlin? I've never been. Is it...
I guess there's 18 golf courses, and you know me.
Oh yeah, Steve and golf. We all know that.
Just love that golf, but this last trip that we took to Laughlin, Barb really didn't want to go, but
she had a real bad cold.
She had a real bad cold that she caught from our Thanksgiving gathering.
Oh.
And she just was not recovering, and I kind of thought it would be fun right after Thanksgiving to go down to Laughlin and relax a little, but Barb was just real tired and had a cold.
Oh, yeah.
And she couldn't shake it.
Hate that.
So anyway, the day before Christmas Eve day, we finally took her to the doctor, and he said, well, we'd better do an x-ray. Didn't see anything. And then he said, why don't we do an MRI? And then they saw something. So she's been...
Which part of the body are we talking about?
Her lungs.
Oh, okay.
Her lungs.
Okay.
And so there happened to be a blood clot that formed, and they never did tell us where it came from, how it got there.
I see.
Did it come from her foot?
I see.
Or her hair follicles?
Yeah.
They never knew where the blood clot came from, but it settled in her chest.
Okay.
And so they put her on in the hospital.
I see.
But then they released her so that Whitney could come out to our house for Christmas Eve. Was it Christmas Eve or Christmas Day dinner?
Christmas Day.
Christmas Day dinner.
So that's
her with a big old blood clot had to prepare
the meal.
Christmas. That's how we roll.
That's how I roll, honey.
Could have just gone to Perkins.
Yeah, so she's on death's door and preparing Christmas Day dinner.
And then taking breaks, get up and do the potatoes, and then sit down.
Yeah.
No, Steve.
Pretty much.
Steve.
But then she's slowly getting better, and that was
That was not a highlight.
that was
Well, these are
Christmas
things
2016.
like to know.
Yeah, and now we're in 2017, and
so 6-7 months later.
Yeah. And then I started getting this little tiny bulge, and I was wondering, well, what's that from? Well, during the spring, Whitney and Barb, as sick as she was, they organized a trip to Disney World. So we go to Disney World for 8 days in
we saw those photos.
early May.
Yeah, we saw those photos.
Did you get a photo of her in the wheelchair?
Mm-hmm.
But what was funny, the first day she wasn't about to be pushed around in a wheelchair. But we still had to do it. And so we'd push her in a wheelchair, go up to a ride, park the wheelchair in the stroller, and then stand in line. Well, after about one line, she says, I can't.
It's like an hour in line.
I can't stand in line this long.
Right.
Right, Barb?
No, but you go ahead and listen to your
Yeah,
story.
yeah, I'm glad
Well,
you're
do you-
here.
No, it's more or less they didn't want me to stand in the line because they could get in quicker into the attraction.
I'm not sure if you.
Wheelchairs go
I'm not
fast.
sure
They
if you heard that, but her side of the story is, we insisted that she stay in the wheelchair so that the people would come and get us quicker.
Yeah.
And we would get to the front of the line, and they would say,
Yeah.
"How many are in your party?"
just go through.
And we would put our head down and go 7. And all the people around us, they'd go, "Not fair."
Oh.
And so we had our own special little car that we'd ride around in after we'd get in the ride,
Oh.
and special treatment. So
Those boys had a great time.
after
Love
that,
our boys.
oh yeah,
Oh.
and then the boys insisted on sitting in her lap.
Oh. Grandma.
Yeah.
Same as boys.
So they took turns fighting to see who would ride in Barb's lap.
Oh.
And then I would push her all around, and Jack would push 2 of his boys all around in the cart, the stroller.
Oh, gee.
And
So
so
they had a great time.
I get back from this trip, and I'm not sure, but I started feeling this little bit of a pain.
Yes.
Yeah.
In your
My lower body.
lower part of your body.
So after Whitney's insistent, and that's how she does it, she says, "Dad, you're calling the doctor."
Forget to tell him how you were mowing the lawn during the spring.
Oh, all right. Well, Whitney insisted that Barb get a Fitbit to track her steps.
Yeah.
Well, Barb thought I should have one too.
Oh, okay.
So we got these Fitbits, but so that I would kind of stay in shape and get some exercise, I was mowing my entire lawn, which is a couple acres, with a push mower.
Push more.
Yeah. So Barb thinks it was the push mower and not me pushing her around Disney World for 8 days
Oh, okay.
that gave me what turned out to be a double hernia.
Oh, a double hernia.
Yeah. So when I went to the doctor finally on Whitney's insistence, I knew I had one hernia, but as soon as I pulled up my shirt, he says, "Well, you have a hernia right there in your belly button too." And he stuck his thumb in my belly button, and it was like, ouch! He says, "Yeah, see? That's your other hernia." So I haven't got him fixed yet.
I see.
So if I stand too long, it starts to hurt.
Well, we won't be slalom skiing this summer.
And
then.
I'm not sure if you notice, I'll look right into the camera.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have 2 new lenses in my eyes.
Oh.
I had cataract surgery on both my eyes.
Oh, okay.
My right eye was the worst cataract,
Oh, okay.
and the other eye was just the beginning of a cataract. And the doctor, what a salesman, he says, you know, if you get them while they're young and not really hard, then they come out easier and the recovery is quicker. So I said, let's get them both done. And
2
so
for 1.
so he gave me 2 new lenses. So my sight distance is like Superman, but then up close,
You need your reading glasses. Oh,
I need my cheaters.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and I still got all my own teeth.
Yeah. No dentures.
No
So
dentures.
probably this is the perks of turning 66.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
this is we
welcome to
finally
60.
turned 65 last summer, both of us, and now we're 66 this summer. But at 65, we both were eligible for Medicare.
Yes.
So not only does Barb get sick, but I have all this
All this health
this
stuff.
stuff done.
Thank goodness for Medicare.
Yeah,
Oh.
but
Well.
back to Barb's issue, during her recovery and trying to figure out medicines, 2 trips after the initial hospital stay to the emergency room, and
For other things.
I've got a new disrespect for emergency room doctors.
Oh.
That guy couldn't get to his paper and crossword puzzles soon enough after
Oh.
visiting with Barbara.
I see.
He just basically said, "Well, let's just give you some simmer down now drugs."
I see. That was in Butte.
That was in
Yeah.
Butte's
Oh,
emergency room. Yeah, simmer down now.
Yes, simmer down. Wow. That's a lot.
Yeah. Did I use up all the tape?
Welcome to the Lake Lab. We're glad you're all here and able to enjoy the time with us. So let's go to Whitney. Whitney's still in Butte, and they've got their home, and
Yes.
and she's not working. She's still looking
Yes,
after the
she
boys.
is. She's working her tail off with raising 4 boys.
Sorry.
Yeah.
She's
She's got
busy,
4 boys
busy
that she's
home mother, yes.
taking care of.
Yes.
2 Jacks.
2 Jacks.
Yes. And the oldest Jack is, I think he's 39,
Yes.
and he's still a professor
Still a
at
professor.
Montana Tech, doing a lot of research. He's got several graduate students working on their masters and PhDs, so he's in charge of them, and he's also mentoring about, I don't know, 70 to 100 students that come to him for counseling and whatnot.
That's right.
And he's got a brand new building that he's trying to get organized, but he's having issues with the contractors and what their definition of a clean room is and what his definition is
I
from
see.
working on his master's and doctorate.
Nanotechnology.
Yeah, I mean, they're clueless
Yeah.
as to how to even build one.
Oh, yeah, it's new.
Jack can give you that information.
Okay. And then
uh,
the boys are, how old is Jack Jr.?
yeah, the 3 boys, this year, right now, they're 7, 5, and 3, and they're
So 7,
They're-
Jack is going into grade
2.
2.
Raymond is
Yeah.
going into grade kindergarten, and Keith is pretty excited because he gets mom and grandpa all to himself all day long because he don't do no preschool.
Yeah, he's got another year or 2 of that, and then
I think he's got 2 years of
2 more years.
just being by himself, and he's a pistol. All 3 of them have different personalities. They're all 3 have different interests,
yeah.
and they like to come out to grandma and grandpa
Yes, they
Madison's house, and they seem to think that they're in an appliance store
do. Oh, yeah.
because they always got to go through
Everything.
our stuff, and then they always want to take something home.
Oh,
And then Whitney, she gradually, after they lose interest in whatever it is, then Whitney gathers it up, puts it in a bag, and brings it back out to our house so that they can go shopping again. And they look at this stuff and they go, I thought this was at my house.
yes. How did it get back here?
How did it get back here?
Oh, well, that is a special time for all of you to be able to look after the boys. And of course, they're involved in sports and
Boy Scouts.
Boy Scouts. and
yeah. Raymond will start Jack. Jack will start, see what's happening.
Yes. No. Yeah.
You just lose track of your kids'
Keith, Jack.
names and
Yeah.
this and that.
Yep.
So Jack Stephen is involved in Cub Scouts, so he'll be in his 2nd year of Cub Scouts starting this fall. He'll be in his 2nd year of piano lessons,
Oh, okay.
and I think
Great.
Raymond will start piano lessons in about a year.
Super.
Kinder music.
And
But
kinder music. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all 3
No,
are
that's
in,
a great. We love kinder music.
all 3 are in kinder music, and they
Oh.
get a kick, and then they're in kinder music when they come out to our house.
Okay.
Because they beat on the piano.
Yes, they do,
And,
yeah.
and stuff.
Well, you've got enough games in your house and downstairs, the playroom, and yeah. Okay. Well,
That's
I
it.
think we've covered everyone. So in this
I
next,
retired.
if there's, she retired.
Oh,
What month was that official?
pretty much February, wasn't it?
February.
February.
She
Oh,
just
okay.
found that
I couldn't do it.
she couldn't do it.
Yep. Hey, that's great. You have done enough for a long time.
27 years.
27 years in real estate. This should be one of the highlights then. of the
That's right.
year.
I'm sorry, Barb, but you were supposed to be here for this interview.
No, I'm fine. I'm as good as good.
Yes. Well, we could have had her sitting right next to you, but
No,
on
that's-
camera, off camera comment from
That's
Barb.
exactly right.
Off camera comment. And that must feel great. So you're both officially retired and you're full-time day keepers taking care of kids.
Yeah, pretty much.
Daycare
I'm
Professionals.
I'm just finished my 11th year of retirement. She just finished her basically 5th or 6th month of retirement. and we're still contemplating whether we should collect Social Security now or wait.
Right. Yeah.
So we got to visit with somebody about that.
Yeah.
And
Well.
and I know that, you know, it would be handy to get that because Medicare takes, you know, a couple $100 a month
Right. Yeah.
each,
Right.
and then the supplement. So these are all things to consider.
All things to consider. In the meantime, you can spend more time at the lake. 'Cause
Yeah.
you're-
And future plans are to get Barb healthy enough to run in that marathon she's been thinking about.
Yes. Woo! Do it. Or start with the half or the 10K.
But really, at our age, when you wake up in the morning, it's a good start.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good start.
Yeah.
And
Wonderful. Wonderful. Well, I want to thank you, Steve Madison, for your time this morning, and Barb, and we're going to sign off here and over and out. Okay.
Whitney will be here this afternoon.
Oh, okay.
Last night was their 14th anniversary. Should have mentioned that.
I think you did. Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
and
Gail
Jack,
wasn't here.
Jack bought Whitney an anniversary present of
Oh.
2 gorgeous garnet earrings and a garnet necklace.
Oh.
And she bought him, and I don't think it's real ivory because that's illegal, an ivory-looking knife with a engraved picture of a hunter and an elk and stuff like that.
That's so romantic.
And it was 14 years last night.
Oh.
Yep,
That seems like yesterday.
July 26th. Yeah, same
Yeah.
as Susie's is July 26th, and I think Taylor and Liza is the 25th.